All right, guys, we're back here for the Enterprise Data Management Plan overview. All right, this is an overview basically of everything we discussed this past month. Just putting everything together into final project, just to show you guys what we're going to be dealing with, how we're going to go about this new system. All right, as an overview, I'm going to stick to the plan we talked about previously. I'm going to stick to the organizational goals, and I'm going to gather all the requirements needed. You know, as we know, big data is large, fast, and it's complex. You know, we have developed a plan to tackle the big data and improve our enterprise data management capabilities. Big data is very large and needs to be stored in warehousing, which we have selected a method, which you'll see on the data warehouse architect schema section. Um, we're going to go over again dimensional modeling and the method I'm going to use for that as well. Methods of data management. As we discussed, we're going to use the star schema method. We're also going to dive into the data warehousing and dimensional modeling. On the next slide, again, I'm going to show you the star schema method, which we have elected to use for this enterprise data management. Here's an example of the star schema. You see that in the center, again, the basic facts tables can be surrounded by dimension tables. This method is simple and efficient. It helps keep us focused and understand, organizational goals and what we need to work on and stuff like that. Next, we're going to talk about the data warehousing architecture schema. Which you see, this is the scheme that we talked about and was approved for me to use. We're going to start at the bottom with data. The databases and the external sources, we're going to gather those. And then they're going to go into a data warehouse server, which is monitored by the admin. Then the middle tier is going to have our servers, our OLAP servers. Top tier is the reporting, analytics, and data mining, which is one of the most important parts of data management. Big data practices we talked about. We're going to define big data business goals, assess and strategize with our partners, determine what I need and what you need, determine what I have and what I need from you all. And we're going to align with the big data in the cloud just to double check everything. You never be too careful. People make mistakes these days, so never hurts to double check. This is a dimensional model that we created to go with. As you can see in the center, as we discussed, I think I hit on this, or tried to at least, every presentation, just so you all know and have an understanding of what's going on with this. In the center is the sales fact table. And the outside is all of our dimensions. We have our product dimension, location dimension, organization dimension, and time dimension. This dimensional modeling process, we use these 4 steps. Select the business process, declare the grain or granularity, identify the dimensions, and consolidate the facts, which you can see up here. It has been done. Next, we're going to talk about our staffing plan. This staffing plan was created, with the $3 million budget that we talked about. Basically, I put in for 25 employees, 25 analytics specialists at 100,000 per year, which that's pretty much the starting cost of starting salaries for these specialists. With that, we're gonna have about 500K left over. Now, With the price, I plan to hire the best analytics specialists in the region to come together and focus on the enterprise data management. I've created various job titles and put together teams to help the operation run smoothly and efficiently. Here's the cost analysis. The cost analysis is very simple. As you know, I like to keep things simple. Um, I put I used a budget of 3 million, and with that, I was able to create the salaries and the equipment costs. See, with Alteryx, we're gonna use the basic suite for data management, which will cost about 10,000 a year, which we'll all have access to. We can work together, share things between each other, log into the same work. Very simple. Now, the hardware is gonna cost about 127,000 roughly for the new 27-inch iMacs for 25 employees, as well as another 127,000 for the MacBook Pros. Now, this is for tackling stuff at home and away from the workspace. Due to COVID-19, the software. Due to COVID-19, we're gonna need iMacs and our MacBooks so we can take home work away from the organization, which is I think it's pretty cheap. We're able to save about 490K per year, which will leave room for various other things we need and equipment. And if we need to hire a couple more hands, we'll have the means to do so without going over the budget. Here's a timeline. Year one, I intend to build a cohesion with our counterparts, learn equipment, learn the organization, and increase the profits for the organization. Year two, I'm going to start by maximizing profits and increase sales worldwide, and we're going to go from there. The benefits of using this enterprise data management plan is it ensures project completeness with 25 analytics specialists. I highly doubt this plan is going to fail. It sticks within a proposed budget of 3 million and it saves around 490K per year. Leaves room for improvement, which, like I said, if we need to hire a couple more analytics specialists, we can. If we need more equipment, we can get that too. We're going to accomplish organizational goals and we're going to keep it simple. You know me, I like to keep it simple. Do I have any questions?